Ruben, I look bringing Cobby up again, but when you look at the senior squad, I think there are only 4 players who've not started Premier League game this season. One's Tom Heaton, third choice goalkeeper. Tyrone last year, the club were open selling him, and Lissandro's just come back from injury. I mean, for Cobby, can you see how it must be quite deflating and demoralising for him that he's not getting those chances?
I see it, and I just want to win. I try to put the players. I don't look who it is. I don't care about that. I just trying to put the best players on the pitch. You have Ugarte that played 2 games. One of them, Casa, was out. Bruno is always fit. He's the guy that is doing his position, so maybe it has to do with that.
Do you think AFCON could be the opportunity for Cobby where
I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's the same question. I don't know. I don't know what is going to happen. It depends. I see in the training. I see is the best thing for the team. I will put it. That is the only way I know how to respond to that.
Hi Ruben. Obviously Wolves provided some low moments for you at Molineux last season. That felt like one of the darker moments. How important is it not to take the fact that they've not won a game this season for granted, because you just played 18th?
Everything can happen, and that will change. There is no team in the Premier League history that didn't won one game, so it can be any game. So we need to try to improve, to rest the players, work really well, and prepare a tough match, because with us it's always a tough match.
Do you understand why we ask about Cobby? Because he's homegrown, because he's an England international?
Of course I understand, and my job is to answer, but I'm trying to answer always the same thing, and you ask me always the same thing. I understand what you are saying. You love Cobby. He starts for England, but that doesn't mean that I need to put Cobby when I feel that I shouldn't put Cobby. So it's my decision.
For all you say about the academy, that you don't actually trust the academy.
Why?
Because you never pick any players from it.
Any players we have Kobe Mainoo. But Lacey in difficult situations, and Lacey sometimes when Brian is not there, I put Ahmad because I have other wing backs to play, and sometimes it's hard. So you are asking me why I don't put Lacey to play when I have other guys that are international and also they are in the bench. So I try to put the best guys, the prepared guys for this moment of the club, and try to win a game. That's the only thing, guys.
Ruben, when the team has the opportunity this season to step on and push up the league, to move into the top 4, top 5 areas, there seems to always be a setback like tonight. Do you think there's an issue with their belief, that coping with the pressure of the moment in these games?
I don't know. I think it's a clear fact, but I think it's not a mental thing. I think they are not thinking we are going to top 5. No. I think it's some moments we play good, sometimes we play bad, and we are not getting the results.
Do you think Diogo and Matthias will be okay for the next game?
Who?
Diogo Dalot and Matthias de Ligt, will they be okay for Wolves?
I think so. Yeah. We'll see.
Hi. Ruben, you've used, say, the word anxious when you described Patrick Dorgu last week. Diogo Dalot used the same word after today. How do you go about solving the team maybe feeling anxious when they have a 1-0 lead, and what can you work on?
I said that Diogo is anxious today.
No, last week you said Patrick Dorgu sometimes when he's on the ball, so it's obviously similar what Diogo used, the word the team felt anxious when they were 1-0 up today. How do you help the team get through that feeling of feeling anxious?
I didn't feel the team anxious. I feel the environment a little bit anxious because it's normal, because we prove in the past and people understand that nothing is certain here, but we didn't draw because of that. We draw because in 1 second ball we have advantage. We let a corner, in the corner anything can happen.
Mr. Amorim, last season you made mention of the squad's physicality and how it was different in Europe compared to the Premier League. Today you've mentioned a lot about second balls. Do you think your team has that necessary, the characteristics you talk about?
We can win second ball. We were winning second balls, and after the goal we lost a little bit the second ball, especially with Mateus. It's moments of the game, and that's why I try to put Mainoo and Mason Mount. They are aggressive, trying to win the second ball, and that can happen in moments of the game, not all the time.
is that to be clear, do you believe that's a fatigue problem or concentration?
I don't know. Maybe it's more tactical than physical. Is to be prepared for fighting for the second ball. Maybe because we score a goal, we are a little bit more relaxed. I had the feeling that we had the game under control because the opponent is not even near our box. I don't know. I have to check.
Please forgive me for this question.
Of course.
You did the press conference. You said I don't know multiple times, but also you do know the things that you want to do to improve them and fix them.
I said don't know today. Maybe
Across this press conference, you said I don't know in response to
this
the
one
answers.
more.
This one today.
Yeah, but when?
Yes. And I'm essentially asking when the
But
things.
when I said don't know, which question?
Let's move on.
Yep.
Rob,
Just on AFCON, do you know now when you're going to have players available and?
No, we are dealing with everything. They are going to play the next game, and that is the only thing I care.
last question for Pete.
Hi Ruben. Didn't score against Everton here. A right back scoring tonight. The front three struggled again tonight. Do you feel that you have enough firepower to see your project through, or is that something you might consider looking at in the January window?
No, we need to wait until January. We need to see what we are able to do. So I don't know. I really don't care about that in this moment. I just want to prepare the game with the players that we have, and we have to be better in the next game. Thank you.
Trav, I just want to ask you about the dynamic and the relationship between yourself, Darren Fletcher, and Ruben Amorim. How does that work?
Carlos, Ruben's assistant, I'll speak to him daily, twice daily, sometimes 3 times daily. I probably speak to Ruben on average maybe every couple of weeks, touching base on players. Jason, conversations regularly, whether it's myself or Stephen Torpey. But yeah, so that's sort of the managing upwards bit in terms of getting the plan right for players that are with the first team. So if you look back over the last couple of weeks, we've got Shea in there in the last few squads. Diego, Leon, Aiden Heaven have played for the under-21s. 6 players win this morning, so it's a daily conversation around which players are going up and why.
And would that be a joint decision?
Yeah.
You might say,
Yeah.
I think he's ready for first team training, or Carlos or Ruben might say, I've seen him in training, I think he should come join the first team. Is that how it would work?
No, definitely. It's joined up. So sometimes Ruben or Jason might want a certain player to go and train. Sometimes we might feel that the game is really important for a player, so another player might get the opportunity to train with the first team. We can't lose sight of the development of training with the first team is massive, and being around Ruben and his staff to be ready when that opportunity comes. So I would say Shea's going through that phase now, where that period of training is far more important than any games. But the previous month's games for Shea to play was really important for Shea to get that body of games and confidence. So always sort of two-way conversation. But with multiple stakeholders, not loads of people, but myself, Stephen Torpey, Jason Wilcox, Carlos, Ruben, and then obviously Fletch. My conversations with him are massive around not just the under-18s group, but the under-21s groups. So his insight and perspective with Colin Little are huge. So it really is collaborative. I know that's a really in-trend word to use, but it is, because if it's not collaborative, then we are going to let the players down, and we're not going to get it right for the first team if we're not all aligned with the players that we see needing those opportunities, whether it be first team training, whether it be playing games.